The new channel. See the new. The new channel. See the new. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel, here to help you see the new you. My name is Lloyd Luna and this is The Big Picture. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday evening. Very special day kasi po ngayon ay special edition ng the new channel's The Big Picture. Musta pa kanyang weekend? Okay, batiin natin nanonood. June Prila. Hello, sir. How are you? How have you been? My mom from Australia and my dad watching from Australia. Hello po sa inyo. I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. Opo, weekend. And it's a very interesting day kasi ngayon pong gabing ito ay meron tayong guest. Kaya syempre, bago ko ipakilala, kwento-kwento muna tayo ha. Kwentuhan muna tayo habang tayo po ay naghahakot ng mga stream viewers. To those of you who are already watching the stream, please do share our live stream link. Also, you can organize your own watch party so that your friends, associates, and families can watch this inspirational episode of The Big Picture. I am very happy, tired. Yes, tired, but happy because this weekend served me well as far as activities today are concerned. I would like to thank Film Live for providing me the opportunity and the platform to inspire 1,000 plus audience kanina pong umaga sa kanila pong National Business Orientation Program. So hindi lang po siya national kasi meron din mga audience from around the world. I'm just so happy I was able to share the TNC story from frustration to transformation. Just so happy that I was able to perform my mission, and that is to inspire people. So sobrang saya ko kanina. Actually, wala, parang ngayon nasa cloud 9 pa din ako because, this is something that you can only do here over the internet kasi wala na po yung mga live events ng mga speakers. And so we'd like to thank again Film Live for giving me that opportunity. Marami po ang nag-enjoy. It was an inspirational conversation with them. Although I did not see any of them except dun sa mga hosts from Film. But the rest, they just shout. They just shout out. They key in yung mga clap na icons, may mga hearts, etc. But it was a fascinating experience. I think so far, by far, yun yung aking pinakamasarap na experience doing webinars, no? I talked about the story of TNC, from frustration to transformation, how this came to be. Maganda yung naging journey, and I cannot believe it up to until today that parang, oh my God, dun sa 3 months that we were all in the lockdown, somehow I was able to find my way out doon sa frustration stage or doon sa denial stage. And I was able to turn my life around in just a matter of months, di ba? Parang tama naman kasi first phase mo talagang frustrated ka, disappointed ka, in denial ka. But I was able to find my way back. So again, maraming salamat Film Life for giving me the opportunity to share the TNC story. Master Salespreneur Gabriel Billy Dominguez is watching along with Rhea Camillo. Hello, kumusta po kayo? Ayan, so hopefully ngayong gabing ito is magkaroon tayo ng mas magandang discussion because tonight we're going to launch something that will start happening on Monday. Monday. May mangyayari sa Monday, ladies and gentlemen. At bago ko po sabihin sa inyo kung ano mangyayari sa Monday, again, if you have questions, suggestions, please do write them down sa ating comment stream, dyan po, bottom ng inyong screen. Or if you're watching using your computer and iPad, baka na doon sa side, I don't know. Ma'am Thelma Malate Alana is watching from Quezon Province. Hello, Ma'am Thelma. Good evening po. Kumusta po kayo dyan sa Quezon? Tumataas ang case ng COVID-19 dyan, ha? Mag-ingat po kayo dyan. Owi VM is napadaan din sa ating stream. Magandang gabi sa iyo, Owi. Kumusta ka? How are you? Ayan, so maging masaya po tayo ngayong gabi because again, another interesting discussion para po sa ating lahat. Alam niyo po, ay excited ako na introduce sa inyo ang ating guest dahil ito po ay kaibigan ko sa aming pong profession, ha? Speaking profession. But in the meantime, headlines from the Manila Times. Anti-terror law now in effect. Health Department endorses complaint versus Coco. U.S. Navy carriers resume drills in South China Sea. Foreigners allowed to enter PH in August. DTI asked to recategorize some businesses. Lawmaker to Lopez's just sell ABS-CBN. Department of Finance EU grants to PH hit 100 million euros. Banks warns clients of various online scams. And digital tech seen to support financial inclusion. Headlines presented to you by The Manila Times. For more news and information, please go to manilatimes.net or download their application at digitaledition.manilatimes.net. Alright, thank you, Uwi. Oh, good evening daw, the new channel. Kailangan kang magpe-perform dito, Uwi, ha? Come on, engage. Join our conversation for tonight. I'm going to bring in my guest. Kaya lang, hindi pa siya nagpapakita eh. Hi anak, good evening. Sabi ng aking ina. Hello din po. Ayan. Marian Ignacio. Ano yan, kuya? Si Marian Ignacio. Ano yan? Alin yan? Ano tinatanong mo? Anyway, tutok po ha. 45 minutes po tayo magkikwentuhan dito because tonight will be the launching of the newest live stream show on TNC. Bago ko po tawagin ang ating guest, kasi parang sumubo pa yata ng ilang subo bago bumalik sa kanyang position. Ito muna, panoorin niyo po muna to. Ladies and gentlemen, the host of the upcoming show on the new channel, The Talk, Dennis Calamba, CWS.
Hey! Good evening, Lloyd. Magandang gabi po at magandang gabi sa mga nanonood dito sa live stream namin. As I always say, what's up and what's good? The TNC audience. Sa mga nanonood ngayon at manunood pa mamaya. Ano na? What's up? Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much for coming to the big picture. This is a big night for you because one night from now, that will be a bigger night. And I hope you are preparing well because this is the beginning of something great for us in the industry of professional speaking sa training, no? Sige. So si Dennis po bilang host ng show na yan, ay syempre malayo-layo rin, maraming track record pagdating sa professional speaking at saka sa training. So, very briefly, if you can just take us back a bit, how did you start being a trainer and a speaker?
Okay. Magandang tanong, napakahirap pang NCEE. Nabuking tuloy agad yung edad ko. But really,
what is NCEE?
Yun yung yun yung dati pa yun eh.
NSAT kasi ako. NSAT kasi ako.
Oo nga eh.
So alam mo na yung generation ka pa.
Alam na, oo. Wala naman akong doon. Walang kontra. But just to briefly, in retrospect, just trying to recall my journey from my younger years. I think prior to me becoming a speaker or trainer, it's best for me to share with you the training that I had. So because I'm the youngest of three, and being the youngest, of course, as they always say, ano yan, mama's boy. Ano? So mukha namang totoo siya. So I was really close to my mom, who at that time was already pursuing a career as a teacher. So of course, being a teacher, and teachers are supposed to teach. So lahat ng mga ginagawa niya as a teacher, I used to observe, and somewhere down the line, yung mga ginagawa niya, I kind of have, had the chance, had the opportunity to also do those things. From checking test papers, kasi multiple choice lang naman, and then progressing to evaluating essay type answers na, and then scoring them. So I think that was my training in terms of really imbibing the values of being able to teach someone. And then when I went to college, I was very low key. I wasn't the achiever that probably most people have the, I don't know, parang sabi natin, have the goal of becoming. I had goals, but I didn't want to be put too much on the spotlight, because by nature I was really an introvert. I really kept to myself, and I was really struggling with a lot of things. Young as I am at that time. But there were always lessons, okay, that are being learned from my mom in terms of how she teaches, how she reaches out to people. So much so that even before I graduated college, I was already helping in the family business, because we used to own a school at Quezon City. It's a special education school. So I had my first real job there, facing an audience. Of course, the audience that I'm talking about are students, grade school and high school students. And we were also managing the business. So I was not only being a teacher, but I was also being a driver, a janitor, a utility guy, a host, technician sa AV. So lahat pinagdaanan ko yun, because you really have to love what you do, especially if it's for the family. But then again, for some reason, that was really bugging me. I just really wanted to explore the world outside of the business. So I made the leap of faith. I really applied for a job. So kaya nga yung sinasabi nila, may business na kayo, ba't naghanap ka pa ng trabaho? That's how my mind worked at that time. So I found myself working for a government agency. I wanted to apply to become a casino dealer, but again, that didn't happen. But I was thrust into a training unit for a department. So that's the time where yung journey ko really as a trainer, as a speaker, as a learning and development professional. Doon siya nagsimula. That was 2002, and I stayed with that agency for 15 years, doing nothing except training. So I was doing in-house trainings, I was doing orientation programs, I was doing customer service, I was doing supervisory leadership, I was doing values enrichment. Because in government, kailangan jack of all trades ka eh. You really have to learn a lot, kasi with the budget and everything. Of course, it's a long story. I don't want to go on with it. But yung 15 years na yon was really something that I really treasure up until now, because I really wouldn't be where I am today if it not for those 15 years. And that actually happened by accident. Hindi dapat talaga ako mapupunta sa training. And I actually quit kasi na-booking ako ng boss ko eh. Nag-assist ako sa pinaka-head ng training of all people. Tapos nung nag-break time, nakita niya ako sa kabilang function room, nakataas ang paa, painom-inom ng tubig, pa-text-text sa aking Nokia. So, I mean, I wouldn't know what would you do at that particular point in time. Pero, well, na-booking niya ako, nahuli niya ako, and then sabi niya, Dennis, come on, let's have lunch. Join me for lunch. Yung pala, lunch sermon. And then, sabi ng boss ko, you really want to...
What was the conversation like then? Na parang, ito ba yung normal na para ka na principal's office or something? And how did you respond to the conversation?
Well, number one, I was so ashamed kasi alam ko that I wouldn't have been doon sa agency na yun kung hindi dahil doon sa boss ko. Kasi hindi talaga ako na-offera ng job as a casino dealer. Wala nangyari despite the fact that I passed every imaginable exam and lahat talaga lang requirements for hiring. Pero hindi ako nasama sa training. So it was really a favor that came from her. And then just to see me, 'di ba, yung boss ko mismo na nagbigay ng chance sa akin, nakita ako na pakuya-kuya ko sa training program niya, of all training programs. It was really embarrassing on my part, and kahit hindi niya ako sabihan nun, I made up my mind. Sabi ko magko-quit na ako kasi I cannot bear the shame. Nahiya talaga ako sa kanya. But, dahil medyo compassionate talaga, super compassionate yung boss ko. Over lunch, isa lang ang tanong niya sa akin. Sabi niya sa akin, Dennis, tell me right now, do you want to become a successful trainer? Tell me right now, sabi niya. So ako naman, hindi ako makasubo, hindi na makainom. Hindi ko alam kung ano sasagot ko kasi sabi ko, magre-resign na nga sana ako. Pero, my heart told me.
Alam mo yung sinasabi si Mura mo na, ang sarap ng pagkain, gusto ko na kainin. Tapos pag na utak mo parang, oh my God, I needed to answer the questions. And that was a hard question, right?
Oo, kasi parang crossroad question siya eh. Parang, ano pag sinabi kong ayoko po, ano kayang gagawin niya sa akin? And then, I was also thinking, what if I said yes? Kasi parang mang trick question sa akin eh. Kasi mamaya pag sinabi kong, yes ma'am, I really want to become a trainer, a world-class trainer, baka sabihin pa niya sa akin, sa tingin mo yung ginawa mo kanina pang world-class trainer yun, assistant ka pa nga lang eh. Nag-ano ka na, nagmo-moonlighting ka na. But then again, sabi ko, ma'am, alam niyo po sa totoo lang, gusto ko po talagang maging trainer kasi just looking at you, observing you as you conducted the training program. At that time, it was total quality management and team building. That was the very first batch. Ako yung assistant ng boss namin ng training. And then sabi ko, ma'am, sa totoo lang po, hindi po ako nagbibiro. Gusto ko po talaga maging trainer. And, a surprise of surprises, talagang sinabi lang niya sa akin, just like any mom. Because at that time, my mom passed on already in 1997, if I'm not mistaken. So this was 2002. So sabi niya, sige, if you really want to become a trainer, here's what you're going to do. Lahat ng sasabihin ko, gagawin mo. Lahat ng iutos ko, susundin mo. Parang panatang makabayan.
Wow, I mean, I can only imagine like you were thinking, okay, like, what are these things?
Oo, yun nga eh, parang sabi ko, my gosh, parang naipit ako dun sa sagot na yun ah. Parang lahat na tuloy ng pagagawa niya, I was really tied to whatever she was going to let me do. Pero sabi ko, sige ma'am, I will take on the challenge and I will try to earn your trust. I want to regain your trust kasi ang sagwa talaga ng scenario na naabutan niya ako eh, and I didn't want it to end that way. So, yun naman, ang kagandahan naman, yung palang sinabi niya na, sige, whatever I say, you do it. Whatever I tell you to do, you do it. And then, just follow my lead, follow my instructions. So, 7 batches kasi yung TQM and team building. So, that was only the first batch. All throughout the second, all the way to the last batch, napansin ko, parang parating may something sa boss ko. For example, nung second batch, biglang she wasn't feeling well. Sabi niya, Dennis, I'm not feeling well. Do you remember how I did this activity? Sabi ko, yes ma'am, napanood ko yun eh. I was able to observe it and took down notes. Can you just do it for me until I feel better? Probably after lunch, I'm gonna feel better. So, can you do the activity for me? Sige po ma'am, no problem. I'll be observing you, sabi ng boss ko. Sige ma'am. So, ginawa ko, the activity, pinrases, and then the next day naman, meron na naman siyang sasabihin, Dennis, you know what, there's an emergency meeting that I really I have to attend. Do you remember the topic that I discussed about this one and that one? So I go, yes, ma'am, nag-notes din po ako and I really observed how you processed everything. Can you cover for me and just deliver that short lecture for me until I come back? Sige ma'am, sige po. I'll have somebody observe you. Okay. And then all the way up until the last batch. And then, nung graduation na nung last batch na yon, syempre closing remarks ang boss ko, ako yung nag-host, ako yung kanyang wingman eh. Sabi niya, ladies and gentlemen, before we end this program, I just want to mention something to all of you, and I just like to honor my assistant, Dennis. Okay? From batch 1 to batch 7, I can declare right now that Dennis is ready to be more than just an assistant. Nagulat ako doon.
Wow.
Naiyak talaga ako doon. Sabi ko, pambihira yung palang pakunti-kunti niya na Dennis, gawin mo nga to. Dennis, hindi ko medyo may gagawin ako eh. Inunti-unti niya ako, really trained me well and gave me the trust and confidence until it came to a point where she was convinced herself na now, okay, I already saw the potential of this man. Okay, pakakawalan ko na to. After this training program, yun na, nagsunod-sunod na yung mga training programs that I had to handle, had to facilitate. And then I was still assisting. But by that time, I was now gaining more confidence to really become more of a trainer, not just an assistant. So nagiging fill-in guy na ako. Kapag merong hindi available or biglang nag-beg off last minute, ako ang biglang hahatakin ng boss ko. At that time, supervisor ako, meron akong section head eh. Parating sasabihin sa akin, Dennis, medyo biglang umatras yung speaker. Kaya mo ba to? Ito yung material. I-conduct mo. Siyempre, one cardinal rule is you never conduct a program if, wala kang experience doon or at least wala kang awareness. But remember, this is a government agency. We really had to do what we needed to do in order for us to, to be successful in some of these things. Pero ako naman, I was really very diligent na, o sige ma'am, aaralin ko to, I really try to ask people, I'll ask, yung mga kakilala kong trainers, yung mga ka-email ko, talagang I was a student until such time I gained enough confidence na
this is a government. I mean, if this is government, typically what happens is hindi siya yung sa corporate. I'm not saying na pangit or hindi mas maganda, but this is government and you started in training sa government. And now that you are working sa mga corporations with organizations as a consultant or trainer or professional speaker, what's the main difference na nakita mo in terms of training government and private organizations?
Well, if there's one thing that I can say about the situation sa government pagdating sa training, we are very resilient. Resilient ang isang empleyado who works under training, because given the budget, weather allocations and even restrictions, given the regulations of DBM, OWA, given, nagbabago pa yan. And then, may mga bidding pa yan. Di ba? I mean, gusto mo ng premium program, but, it will take time kasi magbibidding pa. Kailangan mo na yung skill, kailangan mo na yung competency. So, kaming mga government trainers, and, I'm only speaking for myself, but based on my experience, you really had to be resilient. Number two, you had to be creative. Kasi hindi mo talaga makukuha lahat ng information, especially when we're talking about the program already. Kaya ito nakakatawa, I really have to say this, pero I even had to look at so many course outlines. Same topic, let's say 5 to 10 different course outlines. Source from the web, source from proposals. And then I would just really study all of them, do more research, consolidate, and then customize it so that it will meet the objectives of our agency. Ganon kahirap ang trabaho ng isang learning and development professional sa government. Kaya nga, I really had to learn what's happening on the corporate side. Kaya attend naman ako ng mga conferences, conventions. I even had the chance to go out of the country for important conventions such as ArtDo. Kasi kailangan balansehin mo yung skill mo eh. Hindi ka kasi pwedeng bihasa ka lang sa government pero sa corporate bokya ka eh. So buti na lang I had my contacts from corporate companies, tapos may mga training companies din na medyo may tiwala din sa akin at ako naman may tiwala ako na they will really help me out. It was really also about establishing the right network to do your job well. Pero in summary, Lloyd, napakahirap, hindi mo matatawaran ang creativity tsaka sipag at rin resilience ng mga government trainers. given all the challenges, I cannot enumerate one by one. Pero
For sure, sige.
sa
Wala ka
dulo
daw,
pa rin ako hanggang ngayon.
of course. Wala ka daw sa gitna, sabi ni Apple.
Okay, gigita. Napasandal ako eh.
Haba kasi anyway. The big picture will return. Marami pa akong itatanong kay Dennis. May marami pa siya ikikwento. Yun ako napansin, hindi ako masyado nagtanong kasi ang kanyang program is The Talk.
That
So, the big picture will return with Dennis talking. So, stay tuned.
Since I got my new place, I've enjoyed every single day here. Hotel-like amenities, attentive staff, resort-style living, all in a premium location. So life here is easy and convenient. That's why I invested in another unit. I can earn more, and they can enjoy the very same things I enjoy at home. What a life! So much more rewarding. So much more to life. SMDC.
Thank you so much. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel, Saturday Special Edition, because we have a guest who is going to launch his show on Monday, 12 noon. It's called The Talk. The world premiere happens on Monday, again, July 20, 12 noon. Facilitated by our good friend here, our guest for tonight, Dennis Calamba. But before I move on, I would like to invite everyone to watch our other shows on TNC, The Big Picture with me, your date every night, Mondays to Fridays at 7 p.m. HR Hotline with Just Rubustili, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 noon. iBusiness with Dr. Mike and Bert. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, because this is live streaming from Texas and Tennessee. The Four Project with Dob Kilapio streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. So mamaya po abangan ninyo ha, 11 p.m. po sa atin na Philippine time. Yan po ay 7 p.m. Dubai time. U-Turn with Carmine Ortega Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer with Dante Salamat Mondays and Thursdays at 4. The Puppet Stories with Juan Lu Tuesdays and Fridays at 5. And TNC Regional, TNC Marketplace Thursdays and Fridays. Yun po yung updated na Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. So yun po yung correction dyan. Again, gusto namin kayong imbitahan sa TNC Town Hall. We are going to start on August 1st, Saturday. We're building our community with you at the center. So we want to hear from you during our Town Hall live stream. As you and learn from you as we recap our past episodes. Sige po. So sana manood kayo ng mga shows na yan dahil ang mga shows po sa TNC ay para sa inyo. So naturalmente, yan ay para sa inyo. And ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Calamba, the host of the upcoming TNC show, The Talk.
Yo! Ay, manood kayo ng mga shows ng TNC. They are all good shows.
Okay.
Question ka muna.
Question mo na ako. Actually, hindi ako. Hindi ako may question. Pocholo Gonzalez is watching. Si Danes nanonood na rin. Also for brother Dennis MC. Oo, sabi ni Danes.
Thank you.
Dennis, how do you see training or professional speaking engagements will go with all the things that happening around pandemic, economic shift, and new normal?
Yeah. Thank you, Obi, for that question. Well, it's happening right now. So what can I say? Nag-iba lang talaga ng platform. Well, actually, meron lang nag-backseat na platform, which is live. And then at the forefront, ito na nga, yung mga online and virtual. But essentially, nag-shift lang din kasi ang industry. I always believe na, kumbaga, kinailangan din siguro ng industry na magpahinga. And yun nga, unfortunately, we needed to have a pandemic to really revisit yung current business models, how to earn money from the industry itself, how to draw learners into attending your learning sessions. Pero ang naging maganda naman is, sa industry, lalong tumaas ang creativity and innovation of all of these training companies, and even some of my colleagues who are also trainers, who are also coaches, or also mentors, lumabas yung creativity nila. So I really do think after the season of, really trying to sort out everything so that we can jumpstart the economy. Again, I'm a believer. Let's not think backward. Yung na-enjoy natin nung nakaraan, wala na siya eh. Medyo mangilan-ngilan na lang ang matitira from the experiences that we had pre-pandemic. So now we really need to set our sights forward because, the future is still something that we can shape. So even in the industry, the efforts of Lloyd in doing live stream, TNC, this will be a game changer also. So kaya naniniwala ako na learning, okay, in as much as it will never stop, learning is all the more in demand now. Yun nga lang ako, very specific sa akin. People now would want to learn on demand. So you have to offer it whenever they want it.
Yeah, this is not the way we used to do it. Like hindi ito yun hindi ito yung traditional, so to speak. It happened overnight. I mean, we were shut down in about 1 to 3 days. Boom, March 15, and then we are in this situation. How did you cope with the quarantine? What's your experience like?
Well, I really have to say that God is good because a few days before the actual announcement that we will be going through the GCQ, but ECQ. ECQ yun yung pinakauna yun yung parang pinakamahigpit na implementation at that time Yung siguro 2-3 days pumirma ako ng kontrata with a client for a long-term consultancy. So, really God is good, when that day came kasi na-process siya. Na-process yung agreement, and then they told me, yeah, we can start the consultancy already. So, nag-design ako ng learning programs actually for that client. I designed 12 courses. And yun ang naging saving grace. But again, because God is really generous and gracious, grace abounds every day. Meron naman kaming business. We have a 5-year, if I'm not mistaken, business that was put up by my lovely wife, si
I,
Jazz.
I hope you're not mistaken. You know what I mean?
Siya talaga, alam mo, dun sa online business namin, well, actually, it's a brick and mortar kasi meron naman kaming inventories and stuff, pero we sell online. Pero dahil sa effort niya, we were able to at least, sabi nga, stem the tide. Pero apektado rin kami, I cannot lie. Apektuhan din kami kasi even now, yung mga clients mo, hindi mo na rin alam if they would still want to go through with training. Buti na lang din, ang business model ko kasi, as a freelancer, as a solopreneur, I partner with people and training companies. So kahit pa paano, I just planted seeds. And then I just really believe, and by faith I believe na nagtanim ka, aani ka naman. You just really have to understand that there are seasons for all of those things that you planted. Pero pag yan naman lahat nagbunga, marami ka ring aanihin. So, I just put up a community sa Facebook para alam ko rin ano nangyayari, ano yung mga webinars na ino-offer. I got the sense of, okay, so ganito pala nangyayari sa mga panahon ngayon. And then nakita ko rin yung behavior ng mga tao, what do they like. Kapag nag-post ako, ay gusto nila itong training program. Sinishare nila, in-attend nila.
How important is community now?
Important siya kasi doon mo talaga malalaman kung ano gusto nila. As a trainer, we always talk about learning needs analysis or learning gaps, performance gaps. But at this point in time, what I've learned just by building that community, I'm proud to say kahit under 1,000 kami, I know we're gonna hit that mark, pero just by building that community, I understood how people think, how people really value their time, their resources, especially ngayon. Kasi kung may pera ako at gusto ko matuto, saan ko siya i-invest? So, parang non-traditional siya, no? Pero when you talk about investment, it's really like investing in the stock market. Hindi mo alam kung ano magiging value ng natutunan mo ngayon eh. Yun yung naging realization ko eh. Kaya nga, now I'm looking closely at those people who offer learning programs or learning sessions. Siyempre, padala-dalawang oras na lang, pa isa-isang oras. But, tinitingnan ko doon, sino dito yung mga nag-o-offer talaga ng value when it comes to learning outcomes, yung talagang mga doable, mga practical, and then the things that you can really do to really survive and thrive in this pandemic. So talagang naging observer ako, kaya ang ganda ng description ni Lloyd sa akin, I'm a facilitator more than anything. In as much as I like to talk, I like to exchange stories and whatnot, I do facilitate. I really want to facilitate learning so that we can be better when that time comes na magamit natin lahat ng natutunan natin.
Yeah, exciting times, and a lot of business models in terms of speaking and training has changed, especially the tools that we're using. I mean, we were used to train people like face to face, and now that we have this technology, what can I say about it? I mean, the way we use technology right now, have we adjusted?
I think wala naman well, I don't want to say wala tayong choice, but then the clearer choice is really to engage, learning using technology. But I know of some people and some companies who have now transitioned and shifted from, really being comfortable using all of these platforms and technology. So much so na meron akong na-encounter na learning session. Para ka talagang nasa classroom. I myself was able to conduct, a learning session na magkakasama yung mga learners. Siyempre may social distancing, but I was at the comfort of my home, and then I was doing activities just like I would do an activity if I were in that same place. Pero the feel was there. Totoo lang, may music, may background music. So I think sanay na tayo. Pero alam mo naman sa Pilipino, may nostalgia eh. Gusto pa rin natin yung the good old days, the good old days. Parang Rico J.
Oo.
Pulpo.
Yeah.
The way we were.
It's interesting because even organizations now, they started really organizing and training using alternative methods, specifically yung digital talaga. So technology-based talaga sila lahat. And it's important that we know as trainers and speakers na talagang mag-level up din because wala din naman tayong talagang choice in terms of social distancing. It's mandatory, it's prescribed. So we really have to train ourselves dito sa space na ito. Okay, so before we continue, can we have a short game? Are you game?
Oh, game! Kahit
Sige,
hindi
okay
alam
na.
yun. Ano ba yun?
Algebra lang to. Algebra at saka calculus.
Patay. Pagsaka ko dyan.
Sige, tingnan natin. Malay mo naman pumasa ka. Who knows? Karamihan ng mga guests ko naman pumapasa.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to say something and then tell me if you want it to be small or big.
Uy, interesting yan ha. Game.
Milk tea.
Big.
Car.
May kami ng asawa ko. Big. Malaki pamilya ko.
House.
Big kasi nga malaki pamilya ko. Ano ba?
Family.
Malaki na po. Gusto niyo pong palakihin ko ba?
How many are you in the family?
Alam mo, blessing ko talaga siya kasi meron akong girls, meron akong boys, no? And then, syempre, I have a wife who really loves big family.
So how many are you in the family?
So, well, I have myself, my wife, and then I have 4 daughters, I have 2 sons.
Gosh, do you have do you have to tell that to me and ask me to compute ilan yun? Pero well, I have
big,
me.
basta big. Oh, kasi sabi mo kanina, siguraduhin mo tama isasagot mo.
Okay. Na talaga binila mo sa bagay, no? When you get it wrong, oh no, I think it's chaos.
You're wrong. Wow.
Banana.
Big.
Credit limit.
Big. Tanungin niyo yung wife ko. Alam niya yung credit limit. Wala kasi yung credit card.
Planet in the solar system.
Big.
Bed.
Big. Pareho kami malaki. Me and my wife are tall people.
Wristwatch.
Big.
If heaven is true, except from your family members and myself, sino gusto mong isama sa langit kung aakyat ka na ngayon?
Except for my family members. Ganon? Siguro, isasama ko na lang. May kaibigan ako sa Kainta. Gusto ko isama. Isasama ko siya. Baka may motorbike kasi dun. Magmo-motorbike na lang kami.
If you are a barber, sino artista gusto mong gupitan?
Lalaki din gugupitan na. Siguro, yung kahawig ko. Gusto kong gupitan yung sinasabi ng mga naging trainees ko na kahawig ko at yung demeanor ko. So, gugupitan ko si Bong Navarro.
Okay. Sige. Hindi ko kasi hindi ko makita.
Kung ako din eh.
If you are a gym instructor, sinong gustong mong i-train sa gym na isang political leader?
Ngayon. Political leader ngayon o kahit dead ball na.
Kahit dead. Well, paano mo iti-train? Oo, sana ako. Paano
Hindi
mo
kasi
iti-train kung dead ball na?
Hindi kasi baka in theory lang eh. Pero sige, we'll go with somebody who's still alive. Siguro ite-train ko sino ba to? Yung sa DOH.
Okay, si Secretary Ruque. Ruque.
Oo. Duque, oo.
Hindi.
Napaka interesting na Mag-gym kami ni Secretary.
Hindi. Sino nga? Si Roque or si Duque? Nalito ako na pagsabi.
Duke na lang.
Duque.
Pero pwede naman sila pagsamahin. Wala ko. Duke na lang.
Roque, ano sabi ko? Ano ba yun? If you're an astronaut, sino gusto mong isama sa outer space?
Asawa ko. Gusto ko isama.
Okay.
Malulungkot ako doon. Siyempre, gusto ko kasama ko. Si Jan Sino.
One way lang? So, siya.
Ay, kahit saan na kami. Kasi kasama ko naman siya. So,
sige. Okay, last question.
Doesn't matter to me.
Oo, yun talaga eh. Feeling ko nanonood eh. Kaya nasasabi mo yan eh. Nanonood eh.
Kahit hindi, alam niya yun.
At makakapanood ng replay. Kahit hindi, kasi may replay. Final question. You have all the money in the world. Which company are you going to buy?
San Miguel.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Dennis.
Bibilin ko yung values.
Values.
Yun ang
Okay.
binibili ko doon, yung values nila.
Sige. Maraming salamat sa paglalaro The big picture will return. Diyan lamang po kayo.
We need beauty every day. We need power every day. Are you ready?
Ready? Ready.
Beauty is power.
Thank you so much. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel, The Man of the Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Calamba is host of the upcoming TNC show, The Talk. Welcome back to the show,
Hello.
Dennis. How do
Hello
you
po.
feel about hosting, facilitating your own show?
To be honest, I'm very happy and very blessed because over the past few weeks, I was doing so many things. I was really thinking about so many things. It never really was parang it never occurred to me that I would be having a show. In fact, I actually applied for a show, and Lloyd knows this. Pero yun nga, I'm really a believer of the right time, the right season. So I'm not into forcing anything naman if it's not there. And then, I got the message from Lloyd himself. And then he told me, Dens, mag-host ka ba? Akala ko naman, eto baka ngayon mo lang malaman, Lloyd. Akala ko kasi parang special lang yun na one time, big time. Kaya naman ako may I volunteer, di ba? Kasi sabi ko, anyway, one session lang. Yung pala every month. Akala ko
Well,
din sa Monday lang.
you know what they say. You know what they say. When it rains, it pours. So
Oo nga. But again, just to be very very open about it, I'm really thankful, and yun nga, this is one of the things that I consider a blessing. Not because it's a show for me, but as I think about it, it's more about a show for those who have a message, and we allow these people to share their message with everyone kasi we don't have the monopoly of knowledge. And kaya nga ako, facilitator lang ako. I'm not going to be the one on the spotlight. It's actually the speakers that we will be inviting. So I really do hope that you learn with us sa TNC kasi this is one of the things that the TNC stands for is we really need to help each other spread messages of positivity so that we can continue to move forward despite these challenges. And hopefully the talk will be one of the shows where you can pick up so many learnings and so many things that you can apply so that you yourself can move forward in life and become successful despite the challenge now and even the challenges in the future.
okay, good. The reason why we got you is I think it's good. Is the commitment. We know that you already have the talent and the skill, but I think the commitment is there. So when you started your own learning community, I thought, oh, this is a great initiative. The learning PH, how do you call it? Learn
Learning
PH.
events and resources PH.
Yeah, I thought, oh, this is a great initiative, and somehow you're helping different people in the industry, specifically in the training and development industry. So we thought, now there's a slot, there's an opportunity because this is one way of reaching out to people outside our organization, which is PAPS or Professional Philippine Association of Professional Speakers. So and we thought you're a neutral guy, like politics is off off your mind, so you just want to connect and reconnect people. And yeah, with your experience with people, I and the commitment that you always show whenever an assignment is given to you, I think we were for that. So masaya at excited kami to welcome you officially as part of TNC family. Okay, sino ang kaya sa isang guest na kapag ka na-guest mo na siya is done ka na? Like parang ganyan yung idea. Hindi naman done. Siyempre tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Kumbaga, kung sakaling may chance ako, I would really, sabi nga nila, shoot for the moon, di ba? So ako, I really looked up to, well, may local speakers, may international speakers, but simulan ko sa international, top of the list talaga, Tony Robbins. In all honesty, when I was struggling then with my career, kasi I left government agency, ang ganda ng career ko doon, and then, syempre may konting adjustment, may konting pagdududa sa sarili, just reading his books and just really learning from him remotely really did a lot for me. Kaya if I'm going to have that chance, I'm really going to, invite him to appear on the talk niya, si Tony Robbins. Sa local naman, well, si Lloyd
alam mo,
Luna, parati lang nasa parati lang sa social media.
No, alam mo magtiwala ka doon sa iniisip mo. We got we got Tom Ziegler last week.
Yeah.
Was it last week? No. It was just last,
No.
ano ba? Tuesday. It was
A few days
Tuesday.
ago. Oh.
Tuesday sa US, Wednesday dito. And I thought,
That's
wow,
true.
how can we get this, di ba? So, the platform that we have right now, I think it's always possible. Whoever you want to reach out through your connections, our connections, I think it can be done. Yeah. But what
Yeah.
are your expectations in the show? What are the things that you want to see, and what are the things you don't want to see?
The things that I want to see is really, the standard of speaking being raised at a higher level. May mga kakwentuhan ako sinasabi nila, well, what can you expect about webinar? They're just going to sit down, they're just going to be at the comfort of their chairs, swiveling chairs or whatnot. But I'm always a believer na choice mo naman yun eh. Kung gusto mo maging creative and exciting for the audience, kaya mong gawin yun eh. Kaya nga, you don't have to confine yourself with the camera or an angle. If you want to stand, you put your camera at an angle, you stand. You move naturally, just like what you would do in a live session. So that's what I want. Speakers who really have that ability to really imagine what is possible kahit na virtual lang yung platform. Parang ang feel nila is pinaparamdam sa'yo, nandito ka lang sa harapan ko, ako nasa harapan nila. Probably what I don't want to see is yun nga, no? Kasi tama ka, maganda yung description mo. I'm a neutral guy, but it doesn't mean that I don't have my convictions in place. I do have my convictions in place. But what I don't want is really a waste of energy trying to convince other people, think what I think, you have to believe what I believe because that is impossible to do. Especially kung, di ba, magkaiba talaga kayo from opposite spectrum. So, that's one thing I don't want to see siguro na parang we try to force our ideas so much that, it might not even be helpful already for the audience. Gusto ko lang yung i-deliver mo yung message mo, but, give space for those who will listen to your message na, to think about it. And then, when they really believe in your message, you don't have to convince them any further. They will take action.
Yeah. So 20 minutes for 2 speakers per episode.
Yes, napakaganda yan. Masusubukan talaga yung husay ng speaker. Kung talaga mahusay ka, it's not how long, it's how short you can compress your message and deliver it with impact.
It's kind of challenging for speakers. We feel it's always easier if you have longer time, but if you have shorter time, mas difficult for speakers. Okay, good. Great. So, ano pa yung questions na nasa isip ko? Yeah, so siguro wala na. I just wish and pray that you succeed in this journey. We are all with you as you take this step on facilitating a show like this. One of a kind. I think the first in the Philippines that we're going to do this kind of live streaming. Marami na mga webinars, but this is something else. This is in a format of a sort of television programming. So exciting, and this will help our speaking community. And by the way, can you tell me something about the mix? Kasi global and foreign, and what global, not foreign. Foreign and then local or Filipino speakers, paano mo siya na-envision na gawin and yung outcome nung mismong program if it's a sort of a duo or partnership?
Yeah. Of course, we don't really want to set really strict parameters in terms of, okay, sino dapat, Pinoy ba dapat, or if you notice, even on the very first episode, it was really by chance and by providence that we are going to feature right away, talagang a seasoned international HR expert si Chris Matas, and also of course our friend si Marvin Zoilo, who is also exposed sa ASEAN HR. So I think for us, especially sa TNC and the talk, more than just inviting our Filipino speakers, because there are a lot of so many good Filipino speakers. If you put them side by side with let's say international speakers, the only way I see, okay, as far as results results happening is mapipilitan din tayo to level up and really really try to measure our competencies with some of the speakers. And at the end of the day, ang nakikinabang talaga dito yung audience. Okay, kaya nga, we open this invitation to everybody. If you think that you can have, you have what it takes to really stand on the virtual stage and do the talk with us, then by all means, let us know, and we will see and we will work it out so that you can send your message out there. But really for us, it's not just about enjoying the speaker for, ang galing-galing niya, kundi bigay din natin yung idea na, okay, kung ako nanonood, speaker ako, kailangan maging kasing galing ako ng Lloyd Luna or ng foreign speaker na yon, or local speaker na yon. And then at the end of the day, lahat tayo gagaling. And then probably kung ano man ang meron sa future, lahat tayo nandun na sa level of, we can practically do anything as speakers.
Yep. Okay, so before you give or you tell them, ask them to request them, invite them to watch lahat na ng synonyms na nasabi natin.
Oo, gawin.
For the last time, the opening billboard of the talk, please watch. All right, Mr. Dennis Calamba, please do invite them to watch your show that will be on Monday.
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, we are very excited to have you watch the talk starting on Monday. We promise to deliver only excellent messages from excellent speakers, not only in the Philippines, but also from all over the globe. So I do hope that you continue to support not only the talk, but all the shows under the TNC family. Of course, support all the hosts and enjoy the guests that we will be appearing on all of our shows. But going back to the talk, 2 speakers, 20 minutes, thought-provoking messages, all for you, our dear audiences, so that you can continue to learn, because learning never stops.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Calamba, ibabalik ko. Balik mo na kita, saglit lang.
Ay, oo. Baka meron pang kailangan si Pres sa akin.
Okay na. Maraming salamat at good luck sa iyong show. All the best.
Yes, if I may just take again this wonderful opportunity. Sir Lloyd, thank you very much. You've always been a good source of inspiration and wisdom for me. Despite the fact na talaga namang kita mas bata si Lucha, batang-bata pa. So thank you very much, of course, also to your dear friends who also took time to help me out and guide me along this process. Of course, the Voice Master Picholo. Of course, we have Dennis. Of course, we have Mr. Awesome Alian, who we will be doing a fundraiser for. So gusto ko lang isingit yon sa Wednesday po. Sana samahan nyo rin kami for the Awesome in Brotherhood, our fundraiser for our dear Sir Al Ian. So marami pong salamat sa mga gentlemen na to who never failed to encourage me and to support me in all my endeavors. Of course, sa wife ko, sa family ko, and of course, to God whom all blessings and grace come. Okay, so salamat po sa pagkakataon nito. See you on the talk.
See you on the talk. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Dennis Calamba, the talk of the upcoming show, The Talk. The Big Picture is presented to you by Puzzle Box BPO Inc., also sponsored by Luluran, SMDC, Unisol, Telepreneur, Creative Voices, Step Back, and PAPS. Oops, and the Philippine Association of Livestream Professionals. I'll see you again on Monday. Good night. Stay tuned. Up next is the fourth project live from Dubai, UAE at 11 p.m.